Gibbo presents.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm joined on the line by an artist who first burst onto the scene in the mid-90s and has managed to stay at the top ever since. It is Dancehall's Grammy-nominated Invincible Messenger, Cham.
Thanks for having me on.
You've recently released 2 singles which are available for digital download now. Fighter featuring Damian Marley and Bend Down featuring O. Let me ask you about Fighter first. Can you tell me what the song was inspired by? Was there a specific situation or event which prompted you to write it?
It's not a specific situation. It's just how the world and the direction that the world is heading in right now. It's like every day you get up, you have to be fighting in order to survive. And ever since we did Stronger with Michael Rose, I wanted to touch on that topic again because I didn't think that Stronger got the recognition that it deserved. So this time around, I got a call like 5 a.m. in the morning from Dave Kelly, and he had the chorus already written, and his idea was to get Akon to sing the chorus because he was like Akon was the perfect person, and we and Akon have a relationship from Vitamin S Rhythm days up to Get a Story. We had recorded him again. We had recorded him on Vitamin S Rhythm, and we recorded him again on Get a Story. So when he said that, as soon as he sang the hook, I was feeling Junior Gong on it. So when he said Akon, I was like, no, I think Damian Marley is the perfect person. And we reached out to Damian. Damian said he was ready to go. But as far as the single and the inspiration, it's not like a specific situation. It's just like we as artists, we are like a mirror of society. Whatever society reflects, we tend to go in the studio and reflect it back with music, melodies, and words. And you know what's going on now in today's world. You have to be a fighter. If you ain't a fighter, you're going down.
Is Junior Gong an artist who you've wanted to collaborate with for a long time?
Yeah, Junior Gong is an artist that I wanted to collaborate with for a very long time. We had met on tour while I was promoting Get a Story. He was on the road promoting Welcome to Jamrock, and we had done some stadium concerts together. We kept the link, but just via text. We text each other whenever I'm in Miami, or he's in Miami or Jamaica. We send a text to each other. But we have never managed to get in the studio. But as soon as I heard the hook, I knew that he would bring something to it that no one else could do. And we went in the studio, and it wasn't a surprise. He knocked it out in 20 minutes, and it was straight fire.
And am I correct in thinking that you actually recorded the song a while back?
We recorded the song in May. I think it was late May we recorded the song. Late May, like probably the 30th or the 29th of May. But we asked him to keep it quiet on the hush-hush so no one would know, so it would be a surprise to these jocks and to the fan base. And he kept it a hush-hush. I actually recorded my part like 5 different times because I had written the verses. Dave Kelly didn't like the verses. He said it was too aggressive. I rewrote it like 3 weeks after. In all, we rewrite. It had been rewritten 5 times, and the last one was the perfect one.
So what was included in the original versions which he didn't like?
I think the original version was a little bit too dark. It was a little bit too aggressive. But the lyrics that's there is good enough to use on other songs. Like we can put other hooks or other chorus on those lyrics, on those verses, and you have a brand new song. But the producer, who is Dave Kelly, he thought that the lyrics were a little bit too aggressive and it would limit the potential of the song internationally.
So was that the main reason for the song not yet getting released till a while after it was recorded, the fact that you had to re-record your parts?
No, that wasn't the main reason. The main reason was timing. We knew that May, we couldn't release it in June, because by June you would need at least 2-3 months for a song like that to grow on people, for it to be big in summer. Summer was already gone. Anything for summer would have to release in April. You understand? And that's how dancehall is. So we were like, we're going to wait until probably September or October to drop it. So we just kept it on the hush-hush, and it's out right now.
Are you a big fan of Damian, his music, and the whole Ghetto Youths International Camp?
I'm a big fan of Damian from the first time I heard one of his singles. As far as the Ghetto Youth Camp, I'm just getting to know them. They have a lot of talent around there. You have so much talent around there, just like the talent that you have in Jamaica in any studio. But what I like about them is the way they go about their business. It's like, you notice they're not on every single beat, but whatever they come out with, they try to push it as hard as possible. And I think they have a lot of similarities to me, Dave Kelly and Maddows, and that's why I think the chemistry clicks so much between we and them.
You've also recently collaborated with another member of the Ghetto Youths family, Wayne Marshall. You feature along with Ace Hoods and Waka Flocka on the single Go Harder, which will appear on his True Colours EP, which drops at the end of the month. Is Go Harder a follow-up to his recent single Go Hards?
Yeah, I think it's a follow-up. They basically reached out to us and said they wanted to do a remix because they thought the song Go Hard had potential, but they wanted to give it a different flavor. So they got Ace Hood on it, they got Waka Flocka, and then they linked me for the dancehall flavor. So I think it's just one of them combinations and one of them collabs that will give the fan base something different. You have Ace Hood spitting fire, you have Waka Flocka that get the hip hop market heads, the hip hop heads jumping, and you have me and Wayne Marshall that's giving it a hardcore side of the record. And I like that song. I like the whole collaboration. I like my verse. It's a little bit different from what I've done in the past in terms of the style, the flow, and when people hear it, they love it.
So would you say the track has more of a hip-hop feel than a dancehall feel?
I wouldn't say it has more of a hip-hop feel. It has a blend. It has a mixture. It's like a merge of two different genres of music. Hip-hop, dancehall merged together. Because if you listen to what me and Wayne Marshall are saying, that's straight dancehall. If you listen to the beat, the core of the beat is dancehall. They just put other elements in it so that the hip-hop artist would feel comfortable flowing on the beat also.
Was it Junior Gong who produced that track?
Yeah, Junior Gong is the one that produced the track. He's the one that reached out to me and asked me if I could do a 16 bar on it, which to me, anything at all to help a fellow dancehall artist, especially like how Wayne's album is coming, and I think they're going to try and use that to push the album. It's a no-brainer.
Given that the track features two heavyweights from the dancehall worlds and two heavyweights from the hip-hop worlds, do you think it's got crossover potential? Could we see it featured on 106 and Park and getting regular spins on hip-hop radio stations in America?
Yes, sir. A track like that has no limit. They don't have to put the marketing behind it and get all the artists to be on the same page in terms of promotion, and it has no limit. They have to just believe in it and push it as hard as possible. I know that there's a lot of politics when it comes down to dancehall and reggae music, especially in America, but all they have to do is just get on the grind non-stop and push it, and it will work.
Are there plans to shoot a video for the single?
Yeah, they're planning to shoot a video. I haven't heard back anything about it just yet, but they're planning to shoot a video. Probably when we hook up on my video set because we are going to shoot Fighter within the next 7 days. The video for that, probably we can reason a little bit about it. So probably by then I will know exactly when they are planning to do the video for that.
Do you think this is a new revitalized Wayne Marshall we're seeing now that he's part of the Ghetto Youth Camp?
Yeah, I think that's what some artists need. That some artists, they need a musical home, and Wayne has talent from a long time, but I think he has been searching for a musical home in terms of someone to guide them. Just like myself, I don't know where I would be at without the guidance of a Madhouse Records or the guidance of a Dave Kelly, who's a producer that's been around the game, know exactly how the game works and all of that. And I think that with Wayne hooking up with Get a Youth movement and Damon and the whole family over there, I think it's a good thing for him.
In your opinion, are EPs and singles the best way to release material today, or is there still value in releasing an album?
There is always value in releasing an album, but I think the times have changed so much where the music business is single driven right now. But as far as albums, you know, the fans will always need the album. They always want the album. They always want something that they can play more than 5 or 6 tracks with their favorite artist. But whatever way he or she feels is better for them to market their artist, you have to give them that level of room to do whatever they want to do. But for me, an album is necessary.
So, are there any plans for a new Cham album anytime soon?
The album is almost finished. We are like 90% finished. We are shooting for next year's spring. Hopefully we can get everything tied up. Fighter and Bend Down are 2 singles that basically, Fighter is the official single. Bend Down is the core single for the females, and that's why we have dropped them like that. We drop one for the females and one for basically world music. Whoever feel the vibe for social commentary or that level. And that's the direction that we're heading in.
When you release the album, will there be a lot of previously unheard material on it, or do you plan to release more singles which will feature on the album before the album drops? No, all the tracks that's going to be on the album will be tracks that you have never heard. Probably the only thing that you have known, we'll probably put 2 bonus tracks on it, which probably will be Wine and That Way, and might be stronger. But everything is what we have been working on that no one has heard just yet. The video for your other new single, Bend Down, is out now, and it's clocking up the views on YouTube. How much does a quality video boost the sales and popularity of a single? Right now, today's day and age, video is important just as the audio. Especially with those songs where you have dancing in it, where people love to see the visual, the females love to watch them so they can go out and practice and make their own video also. So the video is essential. We released That Way, aka Back Way, like a year ago. Every station in Jamaica banned it. But yet still, as soon as we dropped the video got almost 8 million views, and now it's one of the biggest dancehall songs in the world. So that alone shows you how important is video. Especially now we're out in the world, how much radio stations add a reggae record, or put a reggae record in rotation, or put a dancehall record in rotation. We have a few, but at least the fans know they can go online and they can watch the video via YouTube or Vivo, and that's how they've been doing it. If they like it, they click on iTunes and they get it, and from there they go. So it's important. You're currently running a Bend Down dance contest where ladies can upload videos of themselves dancing to the track on YouTube. Presumably ideas like this which allow fans to get interactive and become part of the song, and the movements also contribute to the success of a single?
I really do think so. When you get the fans to be a part of the single, they feel like they're a part of the movement. And they want to be a part of that. That's why they tweet you. That's why they go on Instagram and they like a photo or they send a shout out. So by you telling them that, okay, we need y'all to enter this contest. We're having a bend down contest. You're going to win a Lawless clothing line package. You're going to get a special shout out from me. It's only right for them like to just enter and have fun, because they're already doing it. They're already making videos at home and putting up on YouTube with them dancing to the songs. So to be able to put that video in a contest, it can't get better than that.
Bend Down is another collaboration between yourself and your wife, O. Do you feel your relationship has changed or improved since she became an artist?
I think our relationship has been the same. It's been the same. It's just her always having fun. It's just that people didn't know her before. But she just always having fun, and now it's even more fun for her to go on the road and perform these songs or perform these choruses on stage and see 35,000 people go crazy. And she get that feeling that we've been used to over the years. Now she's experiencing that feeling. But as far as our relationship, it's the same. It's love, no matter what. Music or no music.
So she always had a good understanding of your workloads and the things you had to deal with in your professional life.
Yeah, she's been the perfect wife and the perfect mother of my kids for me. Because from ever since she has known me, I've been on the road working. And I have two lovely kids. And they are well grown, well groomed. And she has never ever complained about me after being on the road for 10 months out of the year. Never ever. And now, majority of the time, she's on the tour bus with me now, so she's enjoying it.
Dancehall music is often criticised for its lyrical content and subject matter. In your opinion, is this criticism warranted? And do you think people conveniently decide to ignore dancehall songs which contain a positive message, like your new single Fighter?
I think there has been wrongly criticized over the year, and sometimes it's been overboard, because every genre of music gets controversial at times, but yet still they don't pinpoint or push it like how they push it against dancehall music and reggae music. But as far as positive music goes, we have always been making positive music. It's just that 7 different brothers, 7 different minds. And it's not everyone is going to record a song like Fighter or Stronger or a Get a Story. You have so much other topics that other people like to talk about, and you have to give them a chance to express themselves. An artist is like a mirror of society. If society is not reflecting that, then they wouldn't be in the studio recording or writing about that. And you have to give artists his level of freedom in terms of creativity. Whenever you take away the creativity from the artist, you take away the artistry. And when you take away the artistry, he's no longer an artist.
Why do you think much of society and a lot of the mainstream media decide to portray dancehall in this negative fashion?
I think it came from way back in the days. I think it's way back in the days. I think that they know that the music is powerful, and I think they're a little bit scared of the music. But this is modern time. They have to just free it up and let it go and know that it's about fun. It's about music, and music has no boundary. You have to just embrace it and let it flow and let go all the negative vibes that they had about it back then. It's time now to move forward.
How do you think we can move forwards and get them to see dancehall in a more positive way?
I think we have to get united. We have to be united. We have to start structuring dancehall in the right way. I think in the past we have been misled by managers and by record labels not being real and not being professional in terms of making sure that artists turn up on time, making sure that the record is ready for the record label, not taking the deposit and not turning up the single or the album. Those are the things that affected dancehall back in the days. And I think this new generation is about to change all of that, because dancehall is getting more professional now. You can see it within the tours. You can see it by the labels that are coming forward. Everyone is trying to make sure that their stuff is well structured.
When you write a song like Fighter, are you just expressing your views and opinions, or are you trying to achieve a goal like raising awareness of a topic or even bringing about change?
I'm trying to raise the awareness. I'm trying to make a change, because the world right now, you have so much people out there. Like, for instance, I was watching the news and this little girl, she got bullied at school, and just because she got bullied at school, she went home and killed herself. She committed suicide. By being a fighter, no matter what happens in the world, and not just her situation. You have a next situation that was on the news. This mom lost her job, and she basically tried to go to the White House, and they didn't know what she was about, and she got killed. Just those little situations alone are like mental errors, mental fatigue, mental breakdowns. And being a fighter is all about that. No matter what occurs in your life, no matter what you are going through, you get past it, you stand up, you fight, and you know that you live another day, and anything can happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, you never know. You might be the luckiest man in the world tomorrow. You might win the lotto, and all your problems are gone.
So you feel music is a powerful tool, and it can really affect the way people think and bring about significant change?
Yeah, music is entertainment. Music is a message. Music is power. Just like the movie. You have some movies that entertain you so much that you laugh all day. No matter what's on your mind, you laugh and you let it go. You have some movies that brings awareness, that let you basically want to make sure that your future is set in terms of like whatever you need to get done to make sure that your family has a good life. And that's the same thing with music. You're supposed to use music as that tool where it brings energy, it brings vibe, it brings entertainment, and that's what music has been about over the years.
If you wanted to, you could stick to making strictly party and dancing songs such as Bend Over and Back Way, and you'd be very successful because there's a huge market for singles like that. But do you see it as your duty as an artist and as a man to tackle these other topics and raise awareness of them?
Yes, I think the history of dancehall and reggae music has proved that we need to touch on those topics. The history of reggae music, if you notice where it started, it's always going against poverty, going against injustice, standing up for the people. The history of dancehall is that, and it's up to we as artists, even though we're having fun and we love making those songs and make people go crazy in the club and have fun and entertain them, we also have to remember that we also have that duty also to represent the people and speak of what they are speaking, and the people are speaking, and the world on a whole is not going through its best stage right now in terms of financial and economic well-being.
Lastly, just before we finish, 2 more questions. You've launched the Lawless clothing line. There's a range for men and a range for women, which are available on your website now. Do you have any plans to expand the range in 2014?
We are planning to expand it in terms of getting. We are going to design stuff now for the kids. We are going to design stuff to basically expand it in terms of the quantity of different apparels that we can bring to the forefront in terms of like tops, bottoms, bags, hats. But first and foremost, we really want to get the kids line out because you have moms and dads who are on the website asking that they need a hoodie or a top for their kids, and we're trying to get that one done and out.
You mentioned already you're looking to drop the new album next year. We've got 2 new singles out there at the moment. To finish off, just plug anything else you like. Let everyone know where they can keep up to date with everything that's going on in the world of Cham.
Everything that's going on in the world of Cham, you can check it out at www.chamworld.com. That's ChamWorld.com. Hit me up on Twitter. It's at TheCham, THECHAM. Instagram is the same. And you know that the Facebook is www.facebook.com/TheCham official. So make sure y'all check it out.
Cham, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Gibbo.